Hi, this is Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition's bottom tier classes. All right, let's get into this. So what are the bottom tier classes? The bottom tier classes are the classes specifically that are the worst in Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. So let's talk about top tier, top shelf classes, right? They're obvious. It's the core four, right? They've been in every single edition, and they are untouchable. They are the four pillars that hold up Dungeons & Dragons class in every edition because they're so unique and so essential and so utterly irreplaceable. And arguably, if you take any of them out, right, you're no longer playing Dungeons & Dragons. And that's Wizard, Fighter, Cleric, and Rogue, right? They're so unique from one another. They're not duplicative, right? They're really special, okay? Now, the middle tier is a grouping, and I'll give you the middle tier real quick. So, a Singing Bear Smiting Aragorn. The middle tier are Paladin, Druid, Bard, and Ranger. Okay, and they're not as great as top tier, right? But they each bring something cool to the party, and they're great, right? Now let's talk about the last four. These are in my opinion. In my humble opinion, the absolute worst classes in Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. Let's talk about them. What are they? Okay? So, basically, the four that are just abominable are specifically Warlock and Sorcerer, Barbarian, and Monk. All right, so let's go through them one at a time, and I'll tell you why I think they're just useless. So, Warlock is Wizard plus Edge, okay? Sorcerer is Wizard plus what? Like, I don't have it. Sorcerer is so unbelievably duplicative. It seems like the only difference between Sorcerer is just how you got your spells. It's so completely unnecessary. So I think it's Wizard plus 0. It's literally nothing. It's a complete throwaway class that is utterly duplicative and in no way needed, right? Now, I will grant, Warlock, right? Warlock is completely duplicative of Wizard, but boy, do people love that edge, man. They love to think, well, I got my spells from a Demon Lord. I got my spells from, and actually that's all they threw two other nonsense reasons why you can be a Warlock in there. Nobody cares, right? Everybody wants to, I made a pact with the devil and now I'm a cool wizard, right? Like, that's, people love it, but it is completely duplicative of Wizard. Completely unnecessary, completely unneeded. Okay, Barbarian. My fighter's shaggy. My fighter's scruffy and probably needs to bathe. Is that needed? Right? The fact that your fighter is a little bit scruffier and needs to bathe more, it's not that helpful, right? I don't think it's that useful at all, right? I really think Barbarian it's just completely duplicative of fighter and not needed in any way. Oh, wait a second. What about Rage, right? Rage is cool. I get that. And it is, having that Berserker mode is unique and useful. But, I think we would have been better off if Berserker had been a feat. And that feat had required you to, have the Outlander background. It would have been a much better way, to get there. I don't think we need an entire feat for Barbarian, right? Just being shaggier and being less well groomed is not enough reason to keep Barbarian, in my opinion, right? Last is Monk. So Monk here's the issue, right? Monk is Rogue plus my hands are weapons. Again, we don't need an entire class to get there. So honestly, I'll tell you right now, when we go to I would love some new base. I keep saying when we get to 6th edition, but it's 5 years away, man. Let's build the cool stuff now, right? So one, I would love for them to add. To tell the truth, I would not be at all. I wouldn't have any problem if if Monk, Barbarian, Warlock, Sorcerer went away immediately and were replaced by new classes in Let's talk about it. Maybe at 5.5. I never thought we'd be discussing 5.5, but I think 5.5 may be a very real reality that we could be coming to very soon. So I would love in 5.5 for Warlock, Sorcerer, Barbarian, and a Monk to go away completely, and for us to either stay with 8 classes, which I think would be fine, or go up to 12 and give me all new stuff. I think that would be great, right? And by the way, of course, these are classes straight out of PHP. Well, that's my opinion. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.